So I thought I would give you a little update on our booth. We have brought in some new pieces, and then I'd also give you a little tour of some of my favorite booths here at Great American. So we have brought back our Prima tubes, not as many, so we're a much more refined group here now, and we have our transfers, smaller transfers on the wall. We have this beautiful natural stained hutch, which we may bring back and paint it again. We just picked up this beautiful set of pottery, which if you saw the one where we were digging through the mud, this actually found some plates, and I haven't added to them, so we might actually have a couple more of these plates from that house, but these are all Currier and Ives. And of course we have some darling little spring bunny teapots, things like that. Little mid-century kitty and some more bunnies. So this is some more of our little decorative shelves. I love when I can find some cute flamingo things. So we do have this adorable little pink flamingo pot, and then this little sponge scrubby thing. These blue vases are actually Victorian era, but they do have a lot of damage. A lot of the gold has worn off, and the crystals, there were some broken ones, so we went ahead and took the crystals off. We have these priced very inexpensively at only $10 each, so great price for Victorian pieces, but of course they are missing their crystals, and we sold off the crystals that were in good shape already on Whatnot. And we have this other great cabinet. There were 4 of those earlier today, so I guess 2 of them sold, because we do have them set priced individually. And again, this piece has been here for a couple of weeks, so it may end up getting painted. People always seem to yell at us when we paint our pieces, and yet when we don't paint them, they just don't sell as well. So I'll let you peek at some of the little decor finds that we have in here and how we have something styled. These are Lennox and priced very well at only $20 for the pair. And Sue is picking out DIY paint, which is where we keep all of it here at Great American, and she is filling orders. We also carry a large selection of brushes, both DIY, Klingon, and redesigned with Prima, as well as a ton of molds. These are a couple of the little pieces that we pulled out of the mud that we brought in here, and we have them priced below value of what we could find online. Of course, our goal is to sell them quickly. These teapots are just completely adorable. These were pulled out of the mud, and again, we've priced them below what we found them online for by about 20%, which means if there are any online retailers, there may still some meat on the bone for them. This Victorian style lamp is completely beautiful. It is a boudoir lamp, and these are all crystals, so it's a really gorgeous piece. And you might recognize this Pyrex and these little dishes as some of the finds that we pulled out of the ground. Have you heard of whatnot.com yet? It's actually an app that you can download, and we do quick live auctions for a variety of things. We go live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and would love to have you join us. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can come out, check out some of our shows. But in the meantime, here's a little preview.
This will make John so happy.
Yeah, for those who are just joining us, these are original turns by my husband when he first started wood turning. And if you haven't seen his work now, you should follow him at Wood Turning by John on YouTube. He does a great job.
Much better. Upcycled by Bree.
So if you're interested in picking up some cool finds, be sure to join us over there. Look for the link in the description. So we will pop over to Susan Hardin's booth. She has some really beautiful pieces in here. I always love her selection of vintage, and her prices are really very good. I have been in love with that yellow cabinet since she brought it in, and she's actually recently filled it with carnival glass, which came from our auction. When we had some unsold pieces, she bought the rest of them to sell here at Great American. She has very good prices on all of them. But she has a wide collection. I'm gonna say a little bit more rustic decor than I typically carry. I do love rustic, but my husband doesn't, so I've never been a collector of it. Susan also always has a beautiful selection of quilts. Looks like she's running a little bit low right now. And a lot of great kitchen gadgets that are all rusty, crusty, and fantastic. As we follow along to the other side of her booth, she has a ton of great books. I've been watching this stack slowly get smaller and smaller, but she has more great books here. And as I step out, you'll see she actually has a lot of them. We see this section grow and shrink quite a lot, so it's clear that she has a lot of buyers who love books as much as I do. House on the Bluff is another great little booth here at Great American. They're always styled really nicely, and we see they do a great job with seasonal changes and updating their merchandise to reflect the season. Right now, they have a lot of beautiful neutrals and some lovely greens and blues. Very appropriate for this season. Everything always looks really nice and cohesive. They do a great job of merchandising. This booth also ebbs and flows quite a bit, so they just lost a large piece of furniture here and brought it in. I love how they spread out this sewing machine to really show it off, and then some fabrics to overlap that as well. And pretty back pieces. Nice dining set. I've used that fabric. Oh, it's a little loud. Little yummies. And I love the pink and teal bottle brush trees for the season. It's really very sweetly done. And here is another great burst of spring without it being overdone. This pink base is really beautiful. When styling your booth, grouping like things together is a great way for them to have more impact in less space. And she always does a really nice job of it. I like that picture there. This booth belongs to a brand new vendor. I think this is only her second month being here, and she spent a lot of the first month setting up. I think the displays are really nice in combination of vintage and new, a little old, a little new, and she's styling it in ways that really show that regardless of your personal style or whether you like collectibles or vintage or modern, that all of these go together really nicely. It makes everything look just a little bit more high-end, I think. Look at how darling this little bunny is. This little bunny suits my style really well. How much is it? $14.99. That's a great price. I might have to think about adding this one to my personal collection. I also love this little salt and pepper shaker. I think they are really, really darling. Okay, here's another piece that I truly love. It's only $16.99, which feels like a great price. Yellow is my favorite color that some of you will remember, and the way she has it styled with these really pretty spatulas, I don't know, I really like it. This vendor's booth is nearly wiped out. Her name also happens to be Melissa. And I've just learned that she is moving. So that's probably why her booth is in the state that it is in, because she's probably not restocking it. And while her prices are a little on the high side, honestly, they're spectacular pieces. She has a really good eye, and I'm gonna miss seeing all her beautiful lovelies. If she puts it on sale, I am very likely to just probably come and buy all of it. Look how beautiful these are. I am not good with my high-end pottery, but let's see. The tag says mid-century UC and GCO. Completely stunning. I love hobnail. This bowl and platter mesmerize me every single time I walk by.
And here's a quick reminder that you can follow us on all social media at Vintage Bee Design. And we have a community in Facebook called Creating the Hive or Creative Con Vintage Bee. And I have just started this month a new coaching group. Membership is only $20 a month.
The blue and white booth is one of the busiest booths in this place. And while blue and white isn't my personal favorite, I have to say this booth always looks spectacular. She does a great job staying on theme and collecting really beautiful blue and white pieces. And then the displays that she puts them in are top-notch as well. I love these swans. Again, it's not necessarily exactly my taste, but I have to say she does a spectacular job of merchandising all of it so it makes you want it. I literally just thrifted one of these plates today, and here are similar, the Blue Willow Churchill that I have added to our booth. So seeing that she's got them here, I feel pretty good, and I feel pretty good about the prices I put on them as well. This little cabinet is done up especially for Easter. It looks like it might be a variety of vendors. Ooh, how pretty is that? It is gorgeous here in the light. And there are all kinds of beautiful little spring pieces. Look at these darling bunny plates and mugs. It's all really cute. These are just beautiful as well. It makes me feel very spring. I like this plate a lot. Ugh, I don't know why I am so drawn to Linux, but I am. And I do wish that cut and pressed glass would become a thing again because it's so pretty. I don't understand why it is not more popular. One of the questions we get asked all the time is, does it glow? And look, this vendor actually has a set of uranium glass in here. These mid-century pieces are beautiful. And St. Patrick's Day is coming up. So if you need some beautiful Belique, this booth has them at 20% off. They really are pretty, aren't they? And does it glow? Why, yes. Yes, it does. These foo dogs are absolutely spectacular.
I hope you enjoyed our little tour of a Great American and seeing our booth as well. We will see you again soon.